And hello, good people of the internet. It is I, Tommy Kelly, from adventuresinwoowoo.com, and this is, of course, the Tommy Kelly podcast. And this is a quick podcast today, just because it's the time of the year where it is holidays, it's Christmas, it's Yule, it's Saturnalia, it's Hanukkah, it's other times of the year. It's a winter solstice. It's a summer solstice if you're in the other hemisphere than I am in. And there's lots of celebrations going on. And I just wanted to do a quick kind of podcast to just acknowledge that for one thing and to say thank you. I was going to skip it this week and just not do one because I just don't have an awful lot of time. I have lots on. But I said, no, I'll do a quick one, get it in. And there's a couple of people I just want to thank for the year. The last year we did had a load of help this year from different people and a load of support and stuff. And even though it's a bit crap to single people out because it kind of makes the other people who don't get mentioned feel a bit crap. So I'm going to start with saying thank you to each and every one of you who listened to this podcast, who shared this podcast, who liked the podcast, who whatever, even disliked it, give it a thumbs down, whatever, but who in some way interacted, shared or supported the podcast or anything I did, the 40 Servants, the website, the blog, the YouTube channel, all of those things. Or Patreon, but the Patreon people will get their own thank you in the other section. But thank you so much. It means the world to me, and I'm so honoured and unbelievably thrilled. And I was going to say, people usually say the word humbled in this kind of situation. I don't really understand that because I don't understand why something really nice and wonderful happening to you would humble you in some way. But I've been told that humble has a different meaning than to be humbled, to be made small. And I suppose in common parlance, to be humbled means you're kind of, in a sense, you're honoured, but maybe you don't feel you're up for the task. I don't know. Rambling again. I have talked about this whole humble thing on the podcast previously, I think, or maybe in one of the videos. Anyway, thank you all, you wonderful people, for all your support and help this year. It's been absolutely, truly a blessing, and I feel like the most blessed man in the world. How different my life has become over the last couple of years. And it's all down thanks to you, good people. So I can't say any more than say thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Now, some people I want to single out. That is not to say that the people I don't single out aren't special. You are all special and you're all in my heart, and I'm so appreciative of all of you. But I will single some people out all the same. So the first people I want to thank are the admins over in the 40 Servants Facebook group, because I put up a video yesterday in the 40 Servants Facebook group and forgot to thank them. So that was, exceptionally grateful of me. So I just want to say thank you, Robbie. Thank you, Jeremy. Thank you, Andrea. I think I'm pronouncing that right. And thank you, Morgan. Wonderful people. Thankless job being the admin of any sort of group, particularly not a group that you're, it's grand for me because it's like, in a sense, I get something out of it because it's centered around 40 Servants, which is the thing I came up with. But these people have taken their own free will and their own time, whatever, to support that Facebook group. And it's a wonderful group and they do a great job. I am extremely grateful and thankful and appreciative of them all together. I also want to say thank you very much to William Updike and Michael, I'm going to get your name wrong, Metalitz, for the great chats over the years, for the support and all the stuff that behind the scenes that people probably wouldn't see, but thank you very much. I really appreciate that. I appreciate everyone who wrote for the Other Voices blog post this year. There'll be more coming into that in the next year, and if you haven't checked it out, that's other people who have written blog posts for Adventures in WooWoo, and some great stuff there as well. And what posted one yesterday, who I also want to thank, is Lua Valentia, who is just amazing. She did the translation of the GRIMOIRE of the 40 Servants into Portuguese. She's basically the main driving force or fulcrum or catalyst for why the 40 Servants kind of broke into Brazil. Like she did videos about them in the early days, and she really got into it and talked about it and helped people, because most Brazilians don't speak English, and she's kind of broke down stuff into Portuguese and stuff on her YouTube channel and all that. So that was just exceptional and really thankful. And we have to also thank, again, going to get your name wrong, Vinicius Ferreira. He's the main guy behind Prima Libra, which is the Brazilian Portuguese I have just in my head now, Brazilian Portuguese, the Brazilian publisher of the GRIMOIRE of the 40 Servants, and he's a wonderful guy as well. And that was exceptional. Although thanks to everyone who supported that. There's about 900 people in Brazil supported that, and everyone's gonna get their deck and their book supported by the end of January, as far as I know. So thank you so much, Vinicius. It's a thing I do. I can't pronounce people's names. So great. And that I also want to thank What If It Is What It Isn't, who is a guy on SoundCloud who every week comments and leaves messages and all that on the podcast, and I really appreciate that, and I enjoyed my interactions with you during the year. And please hang around and send me more interactions. Thank you very much. I also want to thank Spud of the Comedy Cast for doing the interview with me and the documentary thing that we talked about not that long ago, but also for his continuing support on Twitter and Facebook and all his help behind the scenes with different software and different ideas and different things that he does. He's a top man, and you should check out his podcast. It's the Comedy Cast, and if you're into stand-up comedy, then it's an exceptional podcast. If you're not, but you just like comedy in general or just funny podcasts, it's still worth having a listen to. I also want to thank all the good people over at I Fucking Love Chaos Magic for all the support and all the opportunities that have come out of that. It recently got hacked, and so there's a bit of problem with stuff as well, but it's getting back on its feet, and it's going to be all sorted by the end of the month, as far as we can tell. So thank you very much. It's just very much a supporter of what I do, and which is awesome. And I also want to thank everyone, all the patrons. They got their own special video yesterday, but just to double thank them on the podcast, just to say thank you for all your support. We got some great stuff done because of the patrons this year. Upgrades of computers, of Wacom tablets, of software, of all these things that make the thing, what I do, easier and better, and make me able to up my level a bit. Which leads me to the next thing that's going to happen. So there's going to be another kind of jump up in what I do with regards to podcasts and videos and stuff like that. And I'll not give all the details as yet, but I just want to give a warning that if the podcast goes missing for a week or so, it shouldn't, but if it does, it's because I'm working on this new thing for the new year, and it's going to be great, and I think you're going to really enjoy it, but it just might have some teething problems and stuff that I might have to sort out. So if I don't get it in on time, if there's not one, this is going to be out early. This will be on Christmas. They usually come out on Thursday. This will be on Christmas Day, so this is Tuesday. So it should be the following Thursday when it comes out. But if it doesn't, or if it comes out and it's just, there's no difference, just know that I'm working on stuff and just in the background, and it will be worth it in the end. So don't fret or frown or any of those things if it goes disappears for a week or so. Hopefully it won't. So, good people of the internet, may you have a wonderful holidays, may you have a happy new year, may all of your wishes come true in the good ways, and not in the kind of I wish I hadn't have got that dream because it's ruined my life way. May you have, may next year be amazing for you, may all the things that you want, all the goals that you set for yourself, may you achieve them. And most of all, be well.